So friends, in yesterday's lecture, we studied one of the RC oscillator that generates the frequency in audio frequency range known as Wein's bridge oscillator. We derived the formula for its frequency, that is f is equal to 1 upon 2 pi r into c. We also studied the bridge should be unbalanced by reducing the gain to the 1/3 so that it will generate the oscillations in the tank circuit by satisfying the Barkhausen criteria, that it makes use of two-stage common emitter amplifier that itself generates 360-degree phase shift or 0-degree phase shift to introduce the positive feedback, and KAV should becomes equal to 1 provided the bridge is going to be unbalanced. So that's what the Wien bridge oscillator we studied yesterday. Friends, today we are going to study the phase shift oscillator. Now phase shift oscillator is again an RC oscillator that uses resistance and capacitance in a tank circuit. This also generates the frequency in an audio frequency range. That's why it is called as audio frequency oscillator. The basic part of this particular phase shift oscillator is its tank circuit. Its tank circuit makes use of 3 RC tanks, which is represented here. We are well aware that a single RC tank circuit produces phase shift of 60 degree, which is represented here. So blue colored signal is the input signal, which is obtained after feedback, and red color signal is output signal. Means if you apply input signal here, we will get output across resistance R. If you look at here, output originates from 0, whereas input doesn't originate at 0. Conversely, we can say if input begins with 0, then output begins after 60 degree angle. So this is the angle that is represented leading. Output leads by an angle of 60 degree. Thus, a single RC circuit produces 60 degree phase shift between output and that of input. If such a 3 tank circuits are used, which is represented here, that is, this is one, this one is second, and this one is third, formed by R1C1, R2C2, R3C3, provided that R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 and C1 equal to C2 equal to C3. Then first tank circuit produces the phase shift of 60 degree. Second RC circuit produces phase shift of 60 degree. Third RC circuit again produces the phase shift of 60 degree. Friends, the net phase shift between input and output produced at third stage of RC circuit is 180 degree. That is 60 plus 60 plus 60, that gives 180 degree phase shift between input and output of the tank circuit. This is called as the ladder network. RC ladder network. Because it looks like a ladder. Ladder, in Marathi we can call it as CD. This is the first step, second step, third step. It is like a CD or ladder, so that's why it is called as RC ladder network. Routinely, the input provided to tank circuit charges the capacitor. When it rises, when the input falls down, the capacitor discharges from maximum to minimum across this particular resistance R. This will act as an input for second circuit, which will again charge capacitor C2. When peak is reached, it discharges across R2. This discharged signal charges capacitor C3 to the peak level. After charging fully, it again discharges across R3. Thus, this action produces oscillations in a tank circuit. The phase shift is represented here for total 3 RC network. If you look to input and output, it seems to be 180 degree out of phase. Look it here. So this is totally 180 degree out of phase with that of the input. Thus, the 3 RC ladder network produces the phase shift of 180 degree, and if its output is given as an input to the common emitter amplifier, the common emitter amplifier produces again 180 degree phase shift. So this 180 degree phase shift and 180 degree phase shift produced by the common emitter amplifier produces net phase shift across the oscillator as either 360 degree or 0 degree. This makes the phase shift oscillator to satisfy the one of the condition of Barkhausen criteria, and that is the feedback is positive. Let us see how actual phase shift oscillator looks. So this is the actual phase shift oscillator which is designed here. Friends, this is the first RC tank circuit, this is second RC tank circuit, and this is third RC tank circuit. This tank circuit produces 180 degree phase shift, which is given in the form of feedback signal through this particular positive pole, just we have studied, as an input to this particular amplifier, and this amplifier is designed in common emitter configuration. We are aware that this common emitter configuration produces again 180 degree phase shift. So 180 degree phase shift of this common emitter configuration and 180 phase shift of this combined 3 RC ladder network produces net phase shift is either 0 degree or 360 degree. Hence, there is a positive feedback. Friends, let me discuss with this particular common emitter amplifier. Common emitter amplifier makes use of the transistor in common emitter configuration. It is properly biased by using voltage divider arrangement formed by R1 and R2, so that the operating point of BJT is located exactly in the center of the load line. Hence, it is going to act as very faithful amplifier by forward biasing input junction and reverse biasing output junction. Here RL is going to act as a load resistance, RE is going to act as a emitter resistance, C is going to act as an emitter bypass capacitor. Friends, oscillation so generated in the tank circuit is given as a feedback. As feedback is positive, this will increases the base current, that is forward biasing of emitter base junction. At the cost of that, it will increase the collector current to amplify the feedback input and produced at the output of the collector. These oscillations one can visualize on the oscilloscope. Thus, phase shift oscillator works and sustains the oscillations by generating the frequency in an audio frequency range. Here, the frequency determining component is R and C used in a tank circuit. Friends, here is R dash equal to R minus HIE. HIE is the input impedance. It is feedback. So this HIE plus HIE cancel and simply R is going to remaining. They have all equal value of R and all equal value of C. This will determine the frequency of phase shift oscillator. Let us see what happens to the second condition, that is KAV should be greater than or equal to 1. Friends, formula for frequency of phase shift oscillator is F is equal to 1 upon twice pi RC into root of 6. For advancing circuit and for retarding circuit, same formula becomes F is equal to 1 upon twice pi RC into root 10. Generally, we are using advancing circuit. The circuit which represented here, it is advancing one. In retarding circuit, these capacitors are connected in this particular path here. Instead of connecting on this side, it is connected with collector and base. Look at here. This is what. So accordingly, there is a retardation as well as advancing concept. Friends, here the derivation of frequency of phase shift oscillator is much complicated. And it is not a desired part of your syllabus. So that's why the derivation is totally eliminated from your syllabus. But final formula for frequency of phase shift oscillator are to be remembered by you, because these are used to solve the numerical examples which are likely to be asked on phase shift oscillator. So that's why formula for frequency of phase shift oscillator is F is equal to 1 upon twice pi RC into root of 6, or F is equal to 1 upon twice pi RC into root of 10. For second condition, we can say if we adjust current gain of BJT used in phase shift oscillator 56, then KAV becomes greater than or equal to 1, which is the second condition of Barkhausen criteria. Thus, first and second condition both are satisfied by the phase shift oscillator, at the cost of which it will sustain the oscillations with the frequency F is equal to 1 upon twice pi RC into root of 6. Friends, that's all about the construction of phase shift oscillator, its working, formula for frequency and condition of Barkhausen criteria how it is being utilized in case of phase shift oscillator. That's all about the phase shift oscillator, and also the topic number 5, namely known as oscillator. Here we are completing our topic number 5. Obviously, please do remember that we have completed this particular topic on the online mode. Almost all video lectures are given to you. If you have got any problems, any difficulties, any queries, you may ask to me on the WhatsApp group created for BSc Part 2 Electronics. You may phone call me on my mobile number, or you may ask the queries on my mail ID. Friends, almost all the topic of oscillator is completed. Only numerical examples are left. Depends upon time schedule. We are going to solve the numerical examples online first, and then if possible all those examples will be solved in the offline mode also. So let us meet in the next lecture along with the numerical examples. Today we will stop.